MH17's flight path diversion. To get an idea of how far down the rabbit hole the real Russian MH17 conspiracy goes, let's consider the flight path diversion of the Malaysian airliner. Many have noted that the July 17th flight path of MH17 deviated significantly from the normal route for the flight. Normally, MH17 would not fly over the Donetsk region of Ukraine, where Russian separatists have recently been shooting down Ukrainian warplanes. It did, however, on July 17th. As can be seen in this graphic, over Polish airspace, MH17 jogged northeast for a brief time and then returned to direct routing, following the Great Circle path to its destination, which is the shortest, most fuel-efficient path interconnecting 2 points on the Earth's sphere. Thus, the diversion over Polish airspace was precisely what it took to get the passenger airliner to cross over the conflict zone in eastern Ukraine, presuming that the pilot would thereafter follow direct routing to Kuala Lumpur. Did an air traffic controller in Poland intentionally reroute flight MH17 so that it could be targeted by a surface-to-air missile over eastern Ukraine? Bringing Poland into the conspiratorial equation might seem like a real stretch, except Russia has made a special effort to bring the Polish government under its control. In fact, in a very similar manner as the new MH17 tragedy, Moscow orchestrated the 2010 crash of Polish Air Force Tu-154 near the city of Smolensk, Russia, killing then-President Lech Kaczynski and much of Poland's political and military high command at the time. The smoking gun evidence of this act of mass assassination of Poland's political leadership is a cell phone video uploaded to the internet shortly after the Smolensk crash that shows Russian soldiers shooting remaining survivors on the ground in cold blood. I'm going to insert this video here.
Нихуя себе! Нихуя себе!
What is hopefully clear from the 2010 Polish Air Force Tu-154 crash is that Russia is more than depraved enough to have plotted the shoot-down of flight MH17. Furthermore, one can only presume the government of Donald Tusk that replaced the anti-Russian administration of Lech Kaczynski was placed there by Moscow to serve the Kremlin's interests. Hence, Polish secret services, much like Ukrainian intelligence, are not to be trusted, and could very well have seen to it that flight MH17 was rerouted to pass over the war zone in eastern Ukraine in order to be shot down. Of course, there's no reason to think Russia meant to target flight MH17 specifically, although taking down a Malaysian airliner in the wake of the disappearance of flight MH370 might have been deemed more newsworthy. It's possible that MH17 just happened to be the unfortunate flight selected for a target by the most likely Russian Buk operators out of many passenger airliners that flew over the Donetsk region of Ukraine that day. Notably, Singapore Airlines SQ351 and Air India 113 were in the vicinity of Malaysia Airlines MH17 when it was hit by a missile. Thus, the rerouting of flight MH17 is not a necessary condition for the historical narrative Russia is seeking to devise.